Der HTML.
Okay.
Let me over this.
Now I will.
Hala
Ništa.
Okay. I'm going to share the screen. Okay.
Is it possible to work from our computers?
Yes, but maybe it will be a little hard to follow the lesson and make the things. I will show you some parts, and I have sent some documents on the Skopje and some links.
Assignment?
One assignment, but it's a simple one. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Inside this folder, there's an introduction to HTML page I have shared. And from that one, you can see there are some basics just to understand what is HTML, where it is used, how it works. And this one is here, Free Code Camp, learning HTML in 5 minutes. What is HTML? Let's just start with this one. HTML is the structure of the web, you know that. And
Web design.
Yeah, web design, or with the basics like the text, and you can request something when you type a web address. When you type a web address, it's a request part, and you are demanding something, and the other side is presenting. The other side is giving you some choices, and it works like that. You are requesting, and the other part is giving. The servers, HTML servers, web servers are giving you the text, but it has some documentation format. They are called tags, HTML tags. And when you use it, it's going to be very easy to prepare the things. The other one is learning some basics of the HTML. What is HTML? I shared a video from YouTube. You can also check for this one. It's with a simple explanation. He explains what is HTML, how it works. We are going to start with the documentation part. I suggest you to prepare or join to free hosting. Okay, on your computers locally, you can use Notepad++. There's a program like Notepad. Let me show you what is it. Maybe some of you know that. This is Notepad++. It's a free program you can download and install on your computers. And when you start an HTML file.
Teacher?
Yes?
Can we use Visual Studio Code?
Yes, you can use. You can use.
Okay.
There are many of them. This is free. Visual Studio Code is also free. Some of you maybe from the programming, you can use Sublime. There's also another one. This is possible to use. And also the Notepad, the standard Notepad, is possible to use.
Sublime free.
Yes. Also the Notepad that we are using, the basic program, it is possible to write. Notepad++ is showing with colors. Also, it is possible to use the standard Notepad. This one can be used. This is standard Notepad. You have to type the code, and only you have to save it in all files, apart from the save as type. This is the important part. If you are using a Notepad, standard Notepad, you have to select the all files, and you have to type a name. For example, my web1.html. it should be like this, the extension. You have to type after the dot and a name, but here is the part, save as type must be all files. Otherwise, it will be, if you select this one, if you don't change this one, it will be.
And sir, which version from Notepad++?
Notepad++, you can download the latest one, or if you download the previous one, it's going to ask you to update it. So when you go to website, you can select the latest one, the top one.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. If you select this part, I said this is important. If you select the save as type as text documents, it will be, the extension should be a text file, and it cannot show you the web page. It should be all files, and you have to type the extension. And whenever you save this one, and I will open it in a web page. I will share it, just a minute. I will share another program. Just a minute. HTML, okay. This is the one that makes the code that we have written into this one. Now I'm going to make a small change to this one, and I will refresh this one. But later we are going to continue with the easy part, okay? And it will be online, so you don't have to, if you are not planning to write many codes, or if you make some changes, you can upload your file to website, a web server, free web hosting. And I'm now making a change, and you cannot see it at the moment because I have to change it many times. Now I add another code, save it, and when I refresh my code, when I refresh my web page, just a minute, I will this one. Okay, look, it's very simple. You just have to add the code. I wrote it here. I will show you, just a minute. I made these changes. Okay, I add another one, and it's when you refresh your web page, you will see it. You will see it like this. And now I'm going to share you the web page and how easy it is. So instead of typing the code in Notepad and running it on the Chrome or Edge or any other web browser like Mozilla Firefox, instead of that one, there is another way that we can use online hosting, okay, a web hosting. I will show that one, share the screen. Okay, you see now the web page. There are some web pages, our space, they are offering you, free hosting. It's called free hosting. You can take it from this one, or I shared another one, 00 web host. In the links you can see, let me go back. This is another one, free web hosting. And from this one, if you register with username and password, you can pass that steps. It's going to show you something like this. this is your main screen after registering. Sorry. Come on. Okay, I made a mistake. This is the main window. Also, some of the participants are appearing on my screen, so it's hard for me to share the screen. Okay, this is the dashboard. It's called. When you register to 00 web host or award space, it's going to show you this one as a dashboard. This is your main control part, and from this one, you can select the file manager. This file manager, okay, and let's open this one, the file manager. And when it is opening, I'm going to show you some other parts from Khan Academy. There's a web page, you know, that it's for education for free. They are offering you some tutorials. You can test yourself, you can practice. This is one of them, Khan Academy. And the other one is you can use easily is free code camp. This one. I ordered the
Teacher,
share.
what about Code Academy?
Code Academy.
Yes.
I don't know that one. Maybe they have. There are many sources on the web. I didn't try that one. Maybe we can see it. But these are the ones that I'm using. Free Code Camp is one of them. And the other popular one is W3 Schools. Okay, this is also very useful. And you can make practices. There is also a quiz part, but when you click start exercise part, it starts with the missing ones, and whenever you pass this one, it's also showing the hint to continue on that one, and you can go to the next exercises, and it works like this. This is also another useful one. And whenever you cannot remember this part, you can click on the Go to HTML attributes tutorial, and it immediately sends you to that part. You are reading and learning that one, how it works. Then you can continue your exercises. Okay. And this is the one that we can use. This is the file manager part, but all web pages that we are going to see here is under this one. This is the directory that we can use. This is the folder, or we can say. And this is the web page that I'm going to see my pages. Okay. The important thing is when you enter this one, you have to name your file as index.html. This is important. Okay. So you have to, I'm going to record, I'm already recording this lesson, and I'm going to share it on Skopje. So important thing is you have to prepare, you have to make a new account from our space or 00 web host or any other free web hosting. You can use it. This is your web page name. Okay. And it works like this. We are going to now see the codes. You can double click this one to edit. Just a minute. Okay, this is the code like we are writing in Notepad++, Notepad, or in other editors we said. You can prepare. Now I'm going to explain you the code part. Okay, so if you understand what is, you already know what is web page, and this is how we prepare. These are the code part of the HTML. They are called HTML tags. Okay, and it has it has, or it should have beginning. These are the beginning and end. Okay, it has to have beginning and end tags. Always it is working like this. And this doc type HTML is showing that this web page is compatible with the HTML5. It's a modern one, so it supports new technology like JavaScript and some other technologies. It can work on this document. And it should start with HTML and HTML. These are the necessary things, okay? And inside that one, there are head and body parts. Whatever you wrote here in the body part is the part that you see on this part. The head part is showing like this one, the title one. It is the title of the web page. Okay, it's showing on the browser. This is the title part. And also there are some other things can be written in the head part. They are for the Google search engines and some other information like the character set. For example, if you are going to use Macedonian characters, you have to declare them here. We will see them later. Okay, character set. I don't know the character set of Kirill alphabet, so we can make it later. Important part for us is mostly the body part, and it has a beginning and closing tags. Okay, and what about this H1? This is the title part, and it has from H1 to H6 from bigger characters to show on screen. Okay, these are the bigger characters, and this is a standard text. And is there any problem on the web? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Sergio, yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to make another one. For example, this is H1 and we see it there. I can make the next one H2 and the closing tag should be H2. And you have to click the save and go to the page part and just refresh it. Now it becomes smaller. And for example, to make it more smaller, from H1 to H6 there are, I'm going to make it H5 and H5 this one, save it and refresh the web page. Now it's smaller, you see. These are the text, and all this is done in our browser like Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, and Internet Explorer, Firefox. They are the browsers, and the browsers are reading this code and making the interpretation, it's called. They are done on our browser. Normally it is coming to when we are searching something, the demand part, when we are making, it is sending us this code. The web server is sending us this code, but the browser is converting it into this shape. Okay, this is how HTML programming is working. And what else we can write? For example, the paragraph part, I can make, just a minute. This P is for the paragraph. You can continue on this one. You can write another one, for example, beginning.
You can write the code here.
Yes, instead of saving, instead of using Notepad++, because they are going to be local on your computer. Okay, when you are using HTML on your computer and saving it, it's going to be a local file. But these free hosting ones are helping us to prepare our website, but also it is possible that you can see the differences. For example, you can continue. What is the benefit of this one? You can continue on this one from home. When you change your device, you can also continue coding, and you can make changes. So it will be online, and from anywhere you can make changes. It's possible. And when you share your username with me, because we are going to make, I'm going to prepare a form, and I will ask for which web host you are using. You are just going to write your name and surname and your free hosting address. Okay, and when we are making the assignments, also you are going to send your files or make changes on your web page, so I can easily see them by clicking on the usernames. I can see, for example, we are going to make some new ones, and we will name it as, for example, web1. I'm going to tell you to make it web1, but there's nothing like this. It will be empty one. Okay, but we will make it like this. I will go back here. I will make a new, create a directory. For example, I will make it that one. Okay. And there's a folder like this.
Denslus? Haydi da komen module. Dolim pastudy.
Okay. And I'm going to make another one, make another file here inside that folder, create a file, like creating a new document. We have to name it again index. Later we are going to make some website structure, and we will change it. For each folder, if they have the name index, default, these are the values. If they have this one, you don't have to type the file name. When the web server just connects. Moment. And we have this file. I'm going to create it. I will edit it now. I'm going to paste the code. Okay, and let's change the title also. Let's make this one Web1 project. Okay, and let's make project one. This one. Okay, now I will save it, and like I did before, I'm going to type in the address part, because the folder name is web1. Now I'm making, I'm typing the address with a slash web1. Okay, look, now it comes here. This is very easy actually, and how it works, we can see it from here. The main thing you have to do is creating an account on a web hosting. Okay. One of them is OurSpace. I'm using this one, and at school normally I was using 00 web host, the link that I have sent you before. 00 web host. This one, it's one of the most popular one, but from school it is it start not letting us, because in the laboratory we are connecting to web server with the same IP. So their computers are thinking, their control system is thinking that from the same web, same IP address, but with many different users. So it didn't work for a while. But at home, you can use the link that I have sent you.
Hocam.
Efendim. You can use the link here and create an account. With this link, you can click and it's going to open this one. You can create with signing up new user. Okay. And it has also support for 3 subdomains. What is it? For example, one of them can be web1 dot Nahit Yilmaz dot the other one. This is also another one. I thought that it is 00 web host, but this is hosted. This is another one. This is another free hosting that you can use. Look, this is checking with attacks, against attacks. So it's maybe not easy for us. I suggest you to use our space because it is simple and it's not asking many things. If you are going to use 00 web host, you can use this link, free sign up link. I can put this one also to Skopje so we can make a new account. But it's easy. I suggest you to use this one, make an account on our space, and after making the account, what do we need to do? I will repeat this part one more time. When you make your account, it's going to show you, when you log into your page, it's going to show you this part. And from this one, website manager, don't use the others because they are offering you some pre-built ones, and it's kind of wizards to help you to make website. But we are studying the coding part of it, so I suggest you to continue with the file manager part. With the file manager, you can. Gani Arifi, welcome. The file manager shows you this one.
Hocam,
Efendim?
niçin bırakmıyorsun Gani dersine girmek?
Şimdi izin verdim, yeni gördüm.
Tamam.
Okay. You can, this is your main folder. You can enter this one, and all you have to do is writing your code inside this one. But the folder, the file name should be index.html. Okay. And like I did extra one, web one, you can click create button for the next projects we are going to make, and it will be web 2, web 3, web 4. We will continue like this. So when you make an account on our space or 00 web host, doesn't matter, you have to give me your website address. It will be your website address. Is it clear?
Search about the code, is it pre-given or do we need to type it? The HTML.
HTML part is not given. I'm going to share you some files, okay? And you can get help from these tutorials. Just a minute. I will, for example, from this video, they have some coding part, and I'm going to share some pictures with you or some text part of the code with you, and you are going to type them or copy paste the code to HTML part like this. Okay, and Later I'm going to show you inserting pictures on our web page. But if you are going to use the picture part, you have to upload a picture to your folder. This is your folder, like your USB flash drive. It should be here, and you must exactly put the address of that picture. On next lessons, I will show that.
Serçe,
Yes.
can this can HTML be used in code blocks? Because I've seen an option there to use HTML coding.
In code blocks, it's maybe just for typing, but it's not easy for preparing a web page. Okay, because in HTML, it is in HTML programming. The important thing is writing your code exactly, because you don't need to compile like in code blocks. We were using compile and build. You don't need to make this. You have to just type your code. The browser reads this code. These are the tags, HTML tags. And when the browser sees this one, it shows you the other part. Okay, it shows you the real page. It hides these codes, these tags, only showing the text part to you. It's very simple actually, but you have to follow the path. You have to follow the instructions, and the important thing is about here, showing the exact path and using the beginning and the closing tags. These are important. Otherwise, if you forget this, some of them you will not see any problem, because for example, if you are looking for this part, another paragraph is starting here. Okay, this P is for the paragraphs. Another P is starting, so it will ignore this error. But if you forget this one or delete this, it's going to work. But when you make it, for example, in a nested way, put one inside the other one, if you mix it, you cannot see your web page exactly. Petar, what are you doing?
Nothing, teacher.
Okay, and
Petar Koń, where are you?
We are going to finish it. So I'm going to share you a form. You are going to write your web page addresses. Okay, and from that one, I will see what you have done. I will send you the code, HTML code, the beginning HTML code, the first one. And with that one, you are going to make your account. Okay. Yes, Antea, I cannot see you. Just a minute. Are you going to ask something?
Teacher,
Yes.
yes, I wanted to ask you, when should we submit this?
You have 1 week.
Assignment number 1, only that.
That one is for the Skopje part. If you prepare that one, it's easier for us. It's easier for us to use the free hosting. So when you use that one, it's going to show us and easy.